Alright, update. I did some upgrades. This bracket here with the micro switch on both sides is what the later models came with, the R1 and the R1 Plus. This is how it detects when the nozzle's down. The nozzle will hit the bed. This carriage will lift up. There's a little micro switch that releases. That's how it knows the nozzle's on the bed. Stock unit had a switch back here, and this bolt here would hit the switch, and that's how it knew it was at the bottom. This new system with the two switches, it will do an auto leveling routine where it will detect 9 points on the bed and then build it in the software a model of the bed so it knows which areas are a little bit higher or lower than the others, so it can counterbalance for the out of level bed. Now, why do I have a piece of MDF blue taped to the glass bed? Well, another modification that I did is an ED3 V6 print head. There we go. It's just not going to focus. There we go. E3 V6 print head is a little bit shorter than the original print head. This is a dual fan mod to help me cool PLA because my PLA is warping, and I'm thinking maybe extra cooling will help. If you notice, the coolers are really close to the nozzle. The nozzle is just barely sticking out beneath the dual coolers. Well, the problem with the Kickstarter glass, if you look at my first video, and you can see right in here, there's a screw. So in the Kickstarter models, they actually had screws through the bed, in the corners, and for this bracket, and a bracket on the other side. Holes go through the glass. Well, these ones in the corner from the drawer slides, there you go, that actually hold the glass. You see how high that is? When I ran the home setting, which brings the carriage all the way down and to the side and corner of the bed, this nut is high enough to hit the dual fan shrouds because they are so low. Not a problem if you have a glass bed with no holes in it, like the later models, but because this model has holes in it, I can't home the printer and do the auto leveling to print. So I came up with the idea of cutting a piece of some MDF that I had on hand, taped it to the bed. It looks kind of ridiculous, but it seems to be holding up fairly well. It doesn't seem to shift. It's not quite flat. I know it bows a little, but there's nothing I can do about that. I'm hoping the auto leveling will take that into account good enough for me to be able to print on it. If that doesn't work, I either have to print without the fans, because I can't print new fan shrouds if I can't print anything, and I can't print anything if it doesn't home. And the amount of clearance I need to clear those fan shrouds, because if you look at them again, they're a really low profile, so that nut hits not just on the tip where it's lowest, but also up here as well, so the actual printable area is going to be really small if I try and tell it only to use a small area and not use the whole bed. So this is my temporary solution. We'll see if it works. Just a note to other Kickstart beta unit Robo 3D owners: if you're going to do the auto bed leveling and the dual fan mod, you're not going to be able to home your printer if you've got the bolts that stick up through the glass.